A strange new object has just been detected, one that's confounding scientists, astronomers, and governments alike. It's not a comet, not an asteroid, at least not in any way we've ever seen before, and its path brings it closer and closer to Mars, and eventually Earth. This object, now designated 3EI Atlas, defies every rule of celestial behaviour. It manoeuvred against gravity, without a tail, and it became bluer than the sun, something no comet has ever done before. Scientists are scrambling for answers, trying to explain this strange event that could very well change everything we know about the universe. On November 7, 2025, Dr. Avi Loeb, a Harvard astrophysicist and founder of the Galileo project, made a groundbreaking statement. "It manoeuvred," he said. "This is no natural object." And that's when the world started paying attention. But here's the catch. NASA has yet to release any high-resolution images of the object, even though it's heading directly toward Mars. What are they hiding? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you will see why this discovery is far from just another cosmic anomaly. 3EI Atlas may not just be a comet or asteroid, it may be something much more, something we have never encountered before. If you're fascinated by this mystery, hit that like button and comment below where you're watching from. We want to hear your thoughts on what 3EI Atlas could really be. For over 20 years, I've been observing celestial bodies, comets, asteroids, and the occasional rogue planetary body. I've seen strange things, sure, but nothing quite like this. 3EI Atlas has completely shattered everything I thought I knew about our solar system. Just a few days ago, I was sitting at my desk reading the data. Something caught my eye, an anomaly, almost invisible at first, but as I dug deeper, the data didn't lie. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. Objects like this don't just appear out of nowhere and start behaving like 3EI Atlas. What happened next caused my entire perception of space to collapse. It all started in late October 2025. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal. 3EI Atlas was just another small object in the inner solar system, passing the Sun in its usual orbit. It reached perihelion on October 29, 2025, its closest approach to the Sun, 203 million kilometers away. This is the kind of event scientists typically observe without much fanfare, but the data started to change dramatically. November 6, 9th, 2025, multiple observatories from around the world, including NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the Virtual Telescope project in Italy, noticed something extraordinary. The object had brightened 5 times in intensity, and more disturbingly, its colour had shifted, a phenomenon no comet had ever exhibited. 3EI Atlas was glowing a bluish hue, far bluer than the Sun itself. Normal comets usually exhibit a faint, icy blue or green hue due to the reflection of sunlight on their frozen gases. But this was different. The colour change was so pronounced that it appeared to be radiating an entirely new spectrum. Could this be a cometary outburst, or was something far stranger at play? The major observatories were the first to confirm the unexpected phenomena. The Las Vegas Observatory, part of the Galileo project, captured high-quality images of 3EI Atlas, and scientists from NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter team were beginning to review trajectory data. However, despite the undeniable evidence, no high-resolution images had yet been released to the public by NASA. This was no ordinary comet. It had no tail. Comets, as we know, are supposed to have tails, driven by solar winds and radiation pressure as the ice and dust inside the comet evaporate. But 3EI Atlas had no visible tail, despite what should have been intense solar heating at perihelion. Dr. Loeb, known for his work on interstellar objects, has been one of the most vocal figures in this investigation. During a November 7th interview with Newsmax, he shocked the world when he said, "This object has manoeuvred. It's not just a comet or asteroid, it's something else." What did he mean? Could this be an alien probe, a metallic fragment from outside our solar system, or something else entirely? One of the most perplexing aspects of this discovery is the presence of multiple jets. 7 distinct jets have been observed erupting from the object's core, jets that appear to be ejected without the typical tail structure. These jets are more akin to the controlled release of gas, similar to how a rocket might expel propellant. But there's no visible propulsion mechanism. Scientists have long debated the potential for natural objects to behave in this way. Some believe the jets could be caused by internal pressure. Perhaps 3I Atlas is not a comet at all, but rather a metallic object experiencing some kind of explosive release of energy. Yet the absence of a cometary tail and the unusual blue colour defy typical expectations for such an object. What kind of object could create this kind of controlled propulsion? Some have speculated it could be a piece of alien technology. Could this be the first tangible proof of intelligent design from an interstellar civilization? In a twist that has only deepened the mystery, 3I Atlas is positioned within 9 degrees of the location of the WOW signal, a famous radio signal detected in 1977 that some believe was an alien transmission. Could the two phenomena be related? Could 3I Atlas be a deliberate signal sent to us? Or perhaps it's merely a coincidence that this object, moving at a staggering 150 km/s, 3 times faster than the fastest Earth rocket, has such a strange connection to one of the most famous unexplained events in scientific history. Some experts, including Dr. Loeb, have made this connection, suggesting that we may be witnessing the convergence of multiple mysteries. If 3I Atlas was designed by an intelligence, then its proximity to the WOW signal location could provide the first real evidence that we are not alone in the universe. As of now, 3I Atlas is on a collision course with Mars. It's heading directly into the plane of the planets, near coplanar with the ecliptic plane. This trajectory, combined with its unusual acceleration, defies all expectations. The object is moving at speeds of 150 km/s, far beyond what natural bodies are capable of in this region of space. And here's the most chilling part. As of December 19, 2025, 3I Atlas will make its closest approach to Earth, just 6 days before Christmas. Will it fragment? Will it release new jets? Could it even release smaller objects, potentially hazardous to our planet? We don't know yet. But there's one thing we do know. This is no ordinary comet. And with every new discovery, it's becoming clearer that 3I Atlas may be a key piece in a cosmic puzzle that we've only just begun to understand. What do you think 3I Atlas is? A comet? A metallic asteroid? Or something far more extraordinary? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. As we continue to track the progress of 3I Atlas, the puzzle deepens. New data is coming in fast, and scientists are more perplexed than ever. This object, moving at breakneck speeds and defying every natural expectation, is pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. The big question is still, what is it really? We know it's headed for Mars and eventually Earth, but does it want something? Or is it just passing by? And what happens when it gets too close? In the last few days, after a prolonged period of secrecy, NASA has finally released a set of higher resolution images of 3I Atlas, captured by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO. These images have confirmed some of the most shocking aspects of the object's behaviour. One of the most striking details is its shape. It's not the typical icy, spherical shape of a comet. Instead, it's a fuzzy core surrounded by multiple jets, giving it a very artificial appearance. The jets themselves are irregularly spaced, and the way they erupt suggests a controlled release of gas or material, not the random outburst typical of comets. As one NASA scientist put it, this is not something we've ever seen before in our solar system. 3I Atlas is accelerating at an alarming rate. It's not just moving fast, it's gaining speed in a way that defies the laws of physics. Calculations based on its current trajectory show that the object is accelerating at a rate that would require an enormous loss of mass, equivalent to a jet ejecting 5 billion tons of material. And yet, there's no visible tail to explain this mass loss, no sign of typical cometary evaporation. This is the crux of the mystery. How is it accelerating without the typical mechanisms we observe in other objects? A natural comet would have to shed mass to accelerate in this way. But 3I Atlas isn't doing that in any observable manner. Instead, it's maintaining its structure and form while speeding up. Harvard's Dr. Avi Loeb has been adamant that 3I Atlas is no ordinary object. In a press conference, he stated, "I've seen a lot of things in my career, but this object is different. It behaves as though it has control, and intelligence behind it." Loeb's theory is that this object could be an alien probe sent to explore the solar system. The way 3I Atlas moves, accelerates, and the blue colour shift, it all points to an object that may be far more advanced than anything we've encountered. According to Loeb, This could be a probe sent from another star system to observe us. But this is still just a theory, and as we know, not everyone agrees with Loeb. Many scientists are hesitant to jump to conclusions, especially when the object's exact composition and behaviour are still not fully understood. While some, like Dr. Loeb, advocate for the possibility of alien technology, others insist that this object could still be a natural phenomenon, albeit one that we don't yet fully understand. The primary alternative theory is that 3I Atlas is a metallic asteroid, a fragment of an ancient planetary body from outside our solar system. Some experts have pointed to its unusual metallic composition, which includes a high ratio of nickel and a lower ratio of iron. This composition is very different from typical comets, which are mostly ice and dust. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory has noted that, although the acceleration of the object is strange, it could be the result of an as-yet undetected mass loss mechanism, such as the release of volatile gases trapped within the object's metallic structure. The blue colour shift observed in 3I Atlas is another unexplained feature. As I mentioned earlier, this object has become bluer than the Sun, a phenomenon that no comet has ever shown. Comets typically appear white or green due to the reflection of sunlight off of their icy cores. The bluer-than-sun colour suggests that the object is radiating energy in wavelengths that are not typical for a comet. Could this be an indicator of an internal energy source? Or perhaps the object is actively powering itself in some way we have never seen before? As it stands, scientists cannot agree on the cause of this blue colour shift. Some believe it could be a chemical reaction inside the object's core, one that has yet to be fully understood. Others suspect that it could be due to some form of artificial energy generation, possibly linked to an alien source. As the mystery of 3I Atlas deepens, there has been growing pressure from Congress, especially from US Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who has been vocal about the need for NASA to release more information on the object. Luna, in a recent statement, said, "The American people deserve to know what is happening in our own backyard. If NASA has information about this object, it's time to come clean." Some believe that NASA's reluctance to release high-resolution images of the object is due to national security concerns. Could there be something more to 3I Atlas than we're being told? As we approach December 19th, 2025, the mystery continues to unfold. By this date, 3I Atlas will make its closest approach to Earth, just 6 days before Christmas. Scientists are preparing to turn hundreds of telescopes toward it, hoping to catch a clearer glimpse of this extraordinary object. The big question remains, what will we see when it gets closer? Will it fragment? Will it release new jets? Could it even reveal smaller objects, possibly fragments of itself? In the next few weeks, we will know more, but until then, the enigma of 3I Atlas will continue to challenge our understanding of space and the objects that inhabit it. What do you think will happen next? Do you think 3I Atlas is an alien probe? Or is there another explanation? Let us know in the comments. Your theories could be the key to solving this mystery. We're now only a few weeks away from 3I Atlas's closest approach to Earth. On December 19th, 2025, the world will turn its eyes to the skies in anticipation. Will this object reveal its true nature? Will it fragment? Will it emit new jets? Or could it be the beginning of something far more extraordinary? What happens when it gets too close? We don't know yet, but the mystery continues to unfold, and with every new discovery, the stakes get higher. As the date approaches, telescopes around the world are ramping up their efforts to observe 3I Atlas. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, has already given us detailed images, but there's still so much we don't know. On December 19th, 2025, 3I Atlas will make its closest pass to Earth, just 203 million kilometres from us. This is a crucial moment because it will be our best chance to study the object in detail before it moves beyond our reach. Scientists are now in a race against time, trying to gather as much information as possible. With only a few weeks left before 3I Atlas's closest approach, the scientific community is split between two major theories. On one hand, you have those who believe it's a natural object, a comet or asteroid that simply behaves differently due to unknown factors. On the other hand, there's the growing faction of experts who argue that 3I Atlas is not natural at all. It's a probe. Dr. Avi Loeb's theory has been one of the most publicised. He suggested that this object could be a form of interstellar technology, either sent by an alien civilization or left behind as a piece of cosmic debris. The possibility that 3i Atlas is some sort of cosmic messenger is tantalizing. But can we afford to ignore the evidence that points to it being an advanced probe of sorts? Scientists are also beginning to ask another question. Is 3i Atlas trying to send us a message? Meanwhile, there's increasing pressure from Congress to release more detailed information on 3i Atlas. US Representative Anna Paulina Luna, along with several other members of Congress, have urged NASA to declassify any high-resolution images of the object. What is NASA hiding? Luna asked in a recent briefing. We are looking at an object that has the potential to change everything we know about space. We need to know what it is. NASA, however, has been slow to release data, and many are starting to wonder why. Some speculate that national security concerns might be at play. Is there something about 3i Atlas that the government doesn't want the public to know? As 3i Atlas moves closer to Mars, the question arises, why Mars? Mars is a fascinating planet. It's the closest thing we have to a second Earth in our solar system. It's no surprise that for decades, scientists have been intrigued by the idea that it could host life, or at least contain the building blocks necessary for life. But now, as 3i Atlas moves into proximity with Mars, some scientists are wondering if the object might be targeting the red planet for a reason. Could it be investigating Mars, or is there some other reason for this direct approach? In the coming weeks, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter will continue to monitor the object, hoping to capture clearer images of its behaviour as it passes by the planet. The question remains, what's its ultimate goal? Another significant mystery surrounding 3i Atlas is its acceleration. The object is moving at a speed 3 times faster than the fastest rocket Earth has ever launched. It's travelling at an incredible 150 km/h, and yet no known natural force seems to be acting on it. The absence of typical gravitational effects means the object is likely using an internal propulsion system. This would explain its sudden acceleration, as well as its unusual jets. But the real question is, what kind of propulsion could cause such an extreme acceleration? And why would it be necessary for a comet or asteroid? Some speculate that this object is far more than just a comet. It could be a remnant of something far more complex, something with a purpose that we can't yet comprehend. The blue colour shift of 3i Atlas remains one of its most perplexing features. As mentioned before, it's far bluer than the Sun, which is something no comet has ever exhibited. Comets usually reflect sunlight in a range of wavelengths that results in a white, green, or pale blue glow. The fact that 3i Atlas appears bluer than the Sun suggests that it's emitting energy in wavelengths we're not used to seeing from natural objects. This leads us to a startling possibility. Could 3i Atlas be powered by some kind of artificial energy source? Some scientists believe the colour shift could be due to a high-energy process occurring inside the object. If 3i Atlas is artificial, this energy could be part of its propulsion system. But for now, this remains speculation, though it's becoming harder to ignore the growing body of evidence that points to something far beyond a simple comet. One of the most intriguing aspects of this mystery is its potential connection to the famous WOW signal. For those who aren't familiar, the WOW signal was a radio signal detected by the Big Ear radio telescope in 1977. The signal's origin remains unexplained to this day, and many have wondered if it was a message from an alien civilization. Now, 3i Atlas is positioned near the location of the WOW signal, within 9 degrees of its origin. Could this be a coincidence, or is there a deeper connection between these two phenomena? Some researchers believe that 3i Atlas could be an artifact of an alien civilization, possibly even a probe sent to observe us. If this is true, then the connection to the WOW signal could be the first tangible evidence that we're not alone in the universe. But until we know more, the link remains purely speculative. As 3i Atlas nears Earth, the world waits with bated breath. On December 19, 2025, when the object makes its closest approach to Earth, we'll finally get the answers we've been waiting for. Will 3i Atlas reveal its true nature? Will it break apart, or will it continue on its strange, accelerated path? The next few weeks will be crucial. Telescopes around the world are preparing to focus their attention on 3i Atlas. With new data coming in every day, the mystery is only deepening. But one thing is clear, this is no ordinary object, and whatever happens next will change the way we view our place in the cosmos. What do you think will happen when 3i Atlas approaches Earth? Will it fragment, release more jets, or reveal a hidden agenda? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is a mystery that could change everything. As we approach December 19th, 2025, the tension is building. The world is on edge, waiting to see what will happen when 3i Atlas makes its closest approach to Earth. Will it fragment? Will it release more jets or break apart? Or could it finally reveal its true nature, possibly changing everything we know about the universe? The truth is, we don't know. But with every new piece of data, we're getting closer to an answer, and the clock is ticking. As the object speeds toward Earth, telescopes around the world are preparing for what could be the most significant observation in modern astronomical history. Both the Hubble Space Telescope and NASA's new space-based observatories are aiming their powerful lenses at 3i Atlas, hoping to capture crucial images that will answer the questions that have been plaguing scientists for months. On December 19th, when the object is just 203 million kilometers away, we'll be able to see it as never before. Will the high-resolution images reveal new jets, smaller fragments, or signs of artificial engineering? Or will 3i Atlas remain an enigma, continuing to defy our understanding of space? At this point, the speculation around 3i Atlas has reached a fever pitch. Let's review the major theories that could explain this mysterious object. Alien probe theory. As we discussed earlier, Dr. Avi Loeb and others believe that 3i Atlas may be a probe sent by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. The object's behavior, its acceleration, its blue color shift, and its apparent control suggest that it might be engineered, not natural. If this is true, then 3i Atlas could be the first concrete evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. Metallic asteroid. Some scientists argue that 3i Atlas is a metallic asteroid, a fragment from a far-off star system. This explanation fits with the object's composition, which is high in nickel and low in iron. However, the way the object accelerates and its lack of a tail seem to contradict the idea that it's just a chunk of rock. Cometary outburst. Another possibility is that 3i Atlas is a comet experiencing an unusually powerful outburst. The jets we've observed could be the result of volatile gases being released from within the object. But, again, there are no signs of the typical cometary tail, and the object's blue colour remains unexplained. Artificial structure. Could 3i Atlas be an artificial structure, a piece of technology from another civilization, or even a remnant of a long-dead civilization? This theory has gained traction in recent weeks, particularly in light of the object's peculiar behaviour and its proximity to the WOW signal location. As 3i Atlas nears Earth, the question on everyone's mind is, what will happen when it gets too close? Could the object fragment? A significant piece of space debris breaking apart so close to Earth would have massive implications for our understanding of cosmic events. If it does fragment, what will we find? Will there be smaller objects inside? Could they be probes? Or could the fragmentation provide evidence of a technological structure, one that's designed to break apart into smaller components? We don't know, but what we do know is that December 19th will mark a pivotal moment in the investigation of 3i Atlas. Looking ahead, some scientists are already considering what might come next. In March 2026, there's a theoretical intercept window, an opportunity to observe 3i Atlas more closely, perhaps even sending a probe to gather more data. Dr. Loeb has speculated that this is the ideal time for a mission, one that could help us answer the lingering questions about the object. If 3i Atlas is indeed a probe, then intercepting it could provide unprecedented insights into the technology of another civilization. But the real question is, will we be able to get close enough to learn anything before it moves beyond our reach? 3i Atlas has captured the imagination of people around the world. Its mysterious behaviour has sparked countless debates. Some wonder if we are witnessing the first evidence of alien life, while others remain sceptical, arguing that there must be a natural explanation for its oddities. Congress is pushing for transparency from NASA, and public interest in the object is at an all-time high. The more we learn, the more the world wants answers. The closer we get to December 19th, the more the tension rises. What will 3i Atlas reveal? What secrets are hidden within its core? In just a few weeks, 3i Atlas will make its closest pass by Earth. The countdown has officially begun, and scientists, government officials, and curious citizens alike are holding their breath. What will we see on December 19th? Will we witness a fragmentation? Will 3i Atlas release new jets? Or will it remain the mystery it's always been? What's certain is this: the next few weeks will shape the future of space exploration and may provide answers to some of the most profound questions humanity has ever asked. As we prepare for the closest approach of 3i Atlas, what do you think will happen next? Will it fragment? Will it release more jets? Or will it reveal its true nature? Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Your theories could help us solve this cosmic mystery. As we conclude this investigation into 3i Atlas, one thing is clear. This is no ordinary object. Whether it's a piece of alien technology, a remnant of an ancient civilization, or a bizarre natural phenomenon, it has certainly forced us to rethink everything we thought we knew about the universe. On December 19th, when 3i Atlas comes closest to Earth, we may finally have the answers. Or perhaps the mystery will deepen even further. Whatever happens, this object will continue to challenge our understanding of space and the possibilities that lie beyond. If you want to stay up to date on the latest discoveries about 3i Atlas, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. We'll be releasing follow-up videos as new data comes in, especially after December 19th, when we finally get our first clear view of what this object really is. I read all your comments, so leave yours below. What do you think we'll discover? And don't forget to share your thoughts on the theories behind 3i Atlas. This could be the start of a new chapter in human understanding.